Good morning, guys. Today we will start our next lecture, next second unit, that is method study. Okay, in previous lecture, we have studied that is introduction to industrial engineering and productivity. Okay, in which we have studied some definitions and the role of the industrial engineering, then types of the production system. Then we have studied the different organization structures, then functions of the management. Okay, then we have studied in previous lecture, that is the concept of the productivity, how to measure the productivity, what are the different measurement methods of this productivity. Okay, and what are different productivity improvement techniques. Okay, so in previous lecture, we have studied some improvement techniques also, that is 5S Kaizen, TPS, Kanban, just in time. Okay, so now we will start our next unit, that is second unit, which is nothing but your method study. Okay, so in this second unit, we will study, or we will see some definitions of work study, then objective and scope of the work study, then what are the different human factors which are affected the work study. Then next we will see the method study. For method study, we will see some definitions, the objective and the scope of method study. Then what the concept of work content, activity recording, and exam helps. Okay. Then we will see the different charts to record the movements, in which the operation process chart, flow process chart, travel chart, 200 chart, multiple activity charts. Okay. So these different charts we will study in this chart to record movements. Then some definitions and installation of improved methods we will see, and lastly we will see the introduction to the value engineering and value analysis. Okay, so now we will start with work study. Okay, so one second. Okay, so we will start with your second unit, that is work study. So what do we mean by work study? So work study, it is nothing but it is the systematic examination of method of carrying on activities so as to improve the effective use of resources and to set up standard of performance for the activities being carried out. It means, one second. So work study is nothing but it is a systematic examination of method. Okay, so to carry out the different activities so as to improve the effective use of resources and to set up the standard performance for the activities being carried out. So it is nothing but if we need to improve the productivity of the organization, then we need to have some systematic examination of the methods which are previously executed, and we need to carry out some activities to improve the effective use of the resources. Okay, so resources may be the human resources, material resources, it may be a cost money resources. Okay, so we need to improve the effective use of resources by using the systematic examination of method. Okay, and we need to set up some standards of performance for the different activities which are being carried out. Okay, so this is nothing but the work study. So simply work study is nothing but we need to examine some different methods or better methods, or what are the different optimized methods to carry out our activities in order to increase the productivity of the organization. So it is simply related to your productivity concept. That is, if we need to increase the productivity, so we need to change different methods, or we need to execute different methods, different optimized methods to increase the or to improve the effective use of the resources. Okay, so it is nothing but if we need to improve the productivity, we need to improve the methods, we need to improve the use of resources. For this case, we need to examine the methods, that is previous methods which are going to carry out some activities. Okay, so we need to then set up some standard methods to execute the activities. Okay, so in order to improve the productivity, we need to have some systematic examination. Then by using this systematic examination, we need to create some better activities to improve the effective use of resources. Okay, so this is nothing but the work study. Okay, so in work study, we are going to see two methods or two parts actually. Actually, it is divided in two parts. So first one is your method study, and second one is your work measurement. So actually, in method study, what will be the what is the use of this method study, in which we need to define some standard methods to execute the work. Okay, and in work measurement, we need to define the standard time. It means what is the required time to produce one product. For example, we need to set up a standard time to produce some products. Okay, so this is nothing but your work measurement, in which in work measurement we will see two methods, that is time study and motion study. Okay, so this work study is divided into two parts. That is, first one is your method study and second one is your work measurement. So in method study, we need to define some standard methods, and in work measurement, we need to define some standard time required to produce some product. Okay, so this is nothing but your work study. So basically, work study is related to your productivity concept. That is, if we need to increase the productivity, we need to have some standard methods, which will be carried out in effective way or in efficient way. That it means what, we need to improve the effective use of the resources, that is main material, machines, etc. Okay, so this is nothing but your work study. Now okay, some definitions are there. So we will see some one or two definitions. So work study, it is nothing but it is that body of knowledge which is concerned with the analysis of work methods and the equipments used in performing a job, the design of an optimum work method, and the standardization of proposed work methods. So it is nothing but we need to have some analysis of work methods and equipments used for these work methods, and we need to design some optimum work, means we need to design some optimum way to execute these methods, and we need to set some standard proposed work methods. Okay, so this is nothing but your these are some definitions related to your work study. Or you can say it is a generic term for those techniques, method study, and work measurement which are used in the examination of human work in all its contexts, and which lead systematically to the investigation of all the factors which affect the efficiency and economy of the situation being reviewed in order to effect improvement. So objective is what, if we need to improve the productivity, we need to set some standard methods. So for this case, we need to review the previous methods and we need to implement some better or optimum way to execute that methods. Okay, so this is nothing but improve the productivity by using the efficient ways, or you can say by using the resources in efficient way. To improve the productivity, we need to have some standard methods, or we need to set up some standard methods. So this is nothing but your work study. Okay, these are some definitions which are related to your work study. Now we will see next. Okay, so work study, actually it has been contributed immeasurably to the search for better methods. Okay, as we have previously studied that we need to have some better or best methods or some optimized methods to improve the productivity. Okay, so it is immeasurably, this is contributed immeasurably to the search for better method, and the effective utilization of this management tool has helped in the accomplishment of higher productivity. So it means what, we need to search a better method to improve the productivity. Okay, and we can say this is nothing but a management tool. Actually it is a management tool. Work study, it is nothing but a management tool. So what is the use of this management tool? The use of this management tool is to achieve higher productivity in any organization, whether the organization may be of manufacturing tangible products or it should be of offering services to its customers. Okay, so we need to have some better method to improve the efficiency of any organization. So okay, so this is nothing but we need to improve the productivity by using the efficient ways. So this is nothing but we can say that it is a management tool which is used to improve the productivity of any organization. So it may be a manufacturing plant, or it may be a service industry. Okay, so this is applied anywhere. So we can say that for manufacturing industry, here we need to find out some methods how to improve the productivity. We need to have some efficient use of these resources. Similarly, this management tool, it's applied to some service industries also. Okay, so this work study, it is applied to manufacturing, service industries, or any type of industry. Okay, to improve the productivity or to improve the efficiency of that organization. Okay, so this is nothing but about work study. Now, as we know that this work study is divided into two parts. So first one is your method study, and second one is your work measurement, or you can say a time study. So as we have seen that method study, in method study, it is nothing but a systematic recording and critical examination of existing and proposed ways of doing work as a means of developing and applying easier and more effective methods and reducing cost. Okay, so method study, it means what? It is a systematic recording of the existing work actually. So we need to examine the existing work, and we need to analyze some different methods to improve the product, to improve the efficiency of that method, and we need to set a one standard method. Okay, so we need to take the parameters, that is, if we need to reduce the cost of that method, cost related to that method, then we need to have some standard method. So actually this standard method, it is nothing but we need to find out the standard method by using this systematic recording and critical examination of the existing work. Okay, and if we find out this standard method, then we need to set a standard procedure or standard what we can say standard procedure to the given existing work. Okay, to improve the efficiency of that method. Okay, this is related to your method study. Now for work measurement, that is second part, is what? Your work measurement or time study. So in work measurement, it is nothing but it is an application of techniques which is designed to establish the time for a qualified worker to carry out a specified job at a defined level of performance. So here we need to measure the amount of time required to a qualified worker to carry out his specified job at a defined level of performance. So we need to set a standard of time for the given specified job. In this way, we will set a standard time to given specified job. Okay, so work measurement, it is nothing but we need to study, or we need to apply some techniques which are designed to establish the time for a given specified job. In method study, we need to have some standard method to execute the job, to execute the previous existing method, and in work measurement, we need to have some standard time or standard time for a specified job. So this is related to your method study, as well as this is this is related to your work measurement. Now we will see some. Okay, so we will see exactly what is the objective of the work study. Okay, so first objective is what? To analyze the present method of doing a job systematically in order to develop a new and better method. Okay, so obviously in previous slides we have seen that work study, it is nothing but we need to have some standard method. So okay, so first objective will be to first analyze the present method of doing job in a systematic manner or in a systematic order to develop a new and better method. So this is what your first objective. Then second objective, it is related to your time management. Okay, so first here second objective is what? To measure the work content of a job by measuring the time required to do the job for a qualified worker, and hence to establish the standard time. Okay, so second objective is what? We need to have some standard time for a specified worker. Okay, so first objective is what? We need to have some standard method. Second objective, it is related to your time domain. So second objective, it is nothing but we need to establish some standard time for a qualified worker for given specified job. Okay, then third objective should be to increase the productivity by ensuring the best possible use of the resources. Okay, so resources, what are the resources? So resources may be human resources, maybe machine and material resources. Okay, okay, so we need to increase the productivity by ensuring the best possible way, best possible use of these resources. Okay, to achieve best quality product or to achieve the best service at minimum possible cost. So, okay, so this should be your third objective. Okay, so what is first? First we need to have some standard methods. Then second is what, which is related to your time. So second, we need to have some standard established time for specified product for a qualified worker. And third one is what, we need, if we need to increase the productivity or quality of the product or quality or service of the or quality of the service at minimum cost, we need to optimize the use of the resources. Then resources may be human resources, machine resources, or material resources. Okay, and fourth objective is what, we need to obviously to improve the operational efficiency. It means what, we need to increase the efficiency of the organization. Okay, so these are the objectives of the these are the objectives of the work study. Okay, so work study, there are four main objectives. First one is we need to have some standard method. For this case, we need to analyze the present method and present method in systematically present method of working in systematically order to develop a new method. Then second objective is what, we need to measure the time and we need to set up some standard time. Okay, standard time for given product or for given qualified worker. Then third one is what, we need to increase the productivity, and to increase the productivity we need to use the resources in efficient way. Okay, or you can say in best way we need to use these resources. Then resources may be, it may be your human resources, machine resources, or material resources. Okay, in order to achieve the best quality of the product or best service at minimum possible cost. And fourth objective should be to improve the operational efficiencies. Okay, so if we implement these first three objectives in any organization, so automatically the efficiency of the organization will improve. Okay, so these are the objectives of the work study. Okay, now we will see if we implement these four objectives. Okay, if we implement these four objectives in any organization or in any enterprise, then we will have some benefits of this work study. So what are these benefits? So we will see some benefits of the work study as, okay, so these are the benefits of the work study. Okay, so first benefit is what, first we will get increased productivity and operational efficiency. Okay, so we will get increased productivity as well as the operational efficiency, that is efficiency of the organization will automatically increase if we implement these objectives in the organization. Then second benefit is what, reduce the manufacturing cost. So obviously if the time or if the best method is implemented or if the time required for product is reduced, then automatically it will reduce the manufacturing cost of the product or manufacturing cost of the organization. Then third one is what, improved workplace layout. Okay, so this is related to your improved or better. If we implement the better method in organization, then we will get the improved workplace layout. Then fourth one is what, your better manpower planning and capacity planning. So as we know that here in this case we are using efficient, we are using these resources in efficient way. So automatically we will get the better manpower planning and capacity planning. Then fourth one is what, better working conditions to employees. So as we know that some standard methods are applied in the organization with the help of this work study. So the conditions, working conditions for these employees will be improved. Then improved workflow. So automatically workflow will improve. Then reduce the material handling cost. Okay, so as we have set up some standard methods as well as some work measurement methods, so it will automatically reduce the material handling cost. The next benefit is what, which is related to your, it will provide a standard performance to measure the labor efficiency. So automatically, if we have some standard limit or standard time for any product, then automatically it will provide some standard performance to measure the labor efficiency. Okay. The next one is what, better industrial relations and employee morale. Okay. So automatically this relations, industrial relations will improve. And last one is what, your, it will provide better job satisfaction to the employees. So as we know that we are implementing the standard set of time or standard methods to execute any job, so automatically it will provide a job satisfaction to the employees. Okay, so this is about the, these are the some benefits of the work study. Okay, so what are these benefits? So these are some benefits. That is, first benefit is what, productivity will increase. Second one is what, it will reduce the manufacturing cost. Third one is what, it will improve the workplace layout. Then fourth one is what, it will improve the manpower planning and capacity planning. Then next one is what, fair wages to employees. Then it will improve the working conditions to employees. Then it will improve the workflow. It will reduce the material handling cost. Then it will provide the standard of performance to measure the labor efficiency. Then automatically industrial relations will improve, as well as the it will provide some better job satisfaction to the employees. Okay, so these 10 to 12 benefits we will get after implementing our work study in organization. Okay, so these are the benefits of work study. Now we will see, so now we will see the scope of work study. So what is the main scope of the work study? Why do we need to implement the work study in any organization? Okay, we need to know what is the main reason, what is the main reason to implement this work study in any organization. Okay, so as we know that work study, it is divided into two main parts. That is, first one is your method study and second one is your work measurement. So what is the objective of what is the scope of this method study? Okay, so as we know that the method study, the scope of this method study is to simplify the job and to develop the more economical methods of doing it. Okay, so scope of method study is what, we need to simplify the job and we need to develop some standard economical methods of doing it. And what is then the scope of work measurement? So as we know that the scope of work measurement is what, to determine how long it should take to carry out the job. It means what, we need to have some standard time to complete the given job. Okay, so the scope of work measurement is how long it should take to carry out the job. Okay, so we need to specify some standard time to a particular job for a particular uh, employee as well as employee also. Okay, so by using this work study, that is by implementing method study as well as work measurement to any organization, we will get higher productivity. Okay, so these are these are some scope of the work study. So scope of work study, actually the scope of method, we have studied the scope of method study as well as scope of work measurement. So scope of method study, it means we need to develop some standard methods, and scope of work measurement, it means we need to we need to have some standard specified time for a given particular job. By implementing these both methods, we will get higher productivity. Okay, these are the some relationship between the method study and work study. So this is the scope of the work study. Okay, so scope of the work study, as we have seen this method study, scope of method study as well as work measurement. Okay, so method study and work measurement, these are closely linked to each other, as these are associated with the work study. Okay, so these are interrelated linked to each other, because of which are both are associated with the work study. Then method study, it will reduce the content of job, and work measurement investigates and reduces the ineffective time associated with job with establishment of the standard time. Okay, so method study, what will do method study, it will reduce the content of job. Okay, content of job. And work measurement, what will do the work measurement, it will investigate and reduces the ineffective time associated with the job with some standard established time. Okay, and this both will results into efficient working operations, which will lead to increase the productivity of that process. Okay, so these both results into efficient working operations, and which will automatically leads to increase the productivity of the organization. Okay, so method study and work measurement, which are interrelated to each other because they are associated with the work study, and by implementing both methods we will get higher productivity, or you can say we will get uh, actually these both methods will lead to the increase in the productivity of any process, or we can say any organization. Okay, so this is about the scope of work study. Okay, so till now we have studied some standard methods of the concept of the work study, some definitions. Then work study is divided. There are two basic parts, that is method study and work measurement. Then we have studied the concepts of the work study, concept of the work measurement. Then we have studied some benefits of the work study. Then we have studied some scope of the work study. Okay, so up to this we have covered. Now in next lecture we will study the procedure, how to define the standard method, or how to implement the procedure of this method study or work study to any organization. Okay, so here till now we have completed your basic part of this work study. Now we will stop here, and we will continue your next lecture in next topic in next lecture. Okay, so thank you.